Welcome back to Stuff That We Like / Enjoy, at least at this point in time. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Christina.
And today I'm asking Christina, what's something you like / enjoy?
Like / enjoy.
Like / enjoy.
Shibbity-bibbity.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, today I'm going to take on a listener-suggested topic. We had one of our most faithful listeners write in and suggest a topic for us to cover. If any of you out there want us to cover a certain topic, we can't promise we will, because maybe you send in something really weird. But yeah, if you have any topic suggestions, email us at stuff that we like podcast at gmail.com. Anyways,
this is from
Carson.
Yes, Carson Acton. Thank you for writing in, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah, so it's going to be on the topic he suggested of Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
So that's the title, and that's the topic of today. And the title of this segment is going to be, is Wikipedia really unbiased? So I'm going to present my case and let you know from there. And I would love to know if he had ulterior motives in suggesting this topic, because
like he was trolling us.
Well, no, I could get canceled forever off the internet with what's been coming up about Wikipedia and who's behind it. So
okay.
We've hardly grown a following. We can't get canceled already before we started.
No time like the present to start rebuilding. You know, at this small of a following, we could easily.
There we go. Just start over.
Okay, go ahead. You're
all
good.
Right. So for as long as I've been on the internet, Wikipedia has been there too. And now you all get to learn about the origins of this crowdsourced website. So what is Wikipedia?
Wikipedia is a crowdsourced website that has information on it that is crowdsourced. That's my definition.
Great thought, babe. All right. For those of you who might not know what Wikipedia is, the definition that I found online is that Wikipedia is a free, open access online encyclopedia that anybody can edit.
Encyclopedia.
It relies on a global community of volunteers to create and maintain millions of articles across hundreds of languages. And it is hosted by the nonprofit Wikimedia Foundation.
It's a nonprofit?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Don't you ever see like the banners every year, like for $3?
No.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like fundraising things. So it's built on wiki software, and it emphasizes neutrality, verifiable facts, and collaborative knowledge sharing. So while I would not personally agree that it's a neutral website, I would agree with the rest of that definition. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about who created Wikipedia.
Okay. Can I stop? Can you stop me just for 1 second?
Yes.
You have this look in your eye right now. Like you're a little bit upset about what you're about to say or the point you're about to make.
Oh.
And am I about to nail it or
no,
not?
I'm not upset about anything at the moment.
Cool. At the moment?
I mean, it's
all
nothing that, ticks me off. Yeah, I'm personally pretty neutral about my thoughts on Wikipedia.
You're like Wikipedia. You're very neutral.
Except for it's not, therefore I'm not.
Okay, keep going. I misread it.
Okay, so Wikipedia was co-founded by Jimmy Wales and Larry Sanger in 2001. Jimmy is an entrepreneur and Larry is a philosopher and editor. And they aim to create a freely editable online encyclopedia. So Wikipedia was created as a response to one of their previous websites, which was called Nupedia, which is like encyclopedia but Nupedia, which was an online encyclopedia that was founded just 1 year previously in the year 2000, also by Jimmy and Larry. And the goal of Nupedia was to produce high-quality, expert-written articles, but progress was slow due to it having a rigorous, multi-step review process, and it resulted in there only being a few published articles in the first year that Nupedia was a website. So Jimmy and Larry were frustrated by the pace that their website Nupedia was growing at, and Larry proposed using wiki software, which I did not know was a thing.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I just thought they came up with a cool name, Wikipedia. So wiki software is a type of collaborative software that enables users to create, edit, and organize content on a website in real time. So we're aware of this nowadays, even just the thought of Facebook. You can post your own status update. You can go and edit it. It's live boom on the internet. So this was kind of a collaborative way to do this ahead of its time. And this idea led to the launch of Wikipedia on January 15th, 2001, under the website domain wikipedia.com. Initially, it was an experiment to feed content to Nupedia. So they thought, okay, we'll use Wikipedia to crowdsource information, and then we'll curate it and put it on our online encyclopedia, Nupedia. But Wikipedia quickly outgrew it, even what they expected, because it had an open editing model, which meant that the whole world could contribute to it. By late 2001, they already had 20,000 articles and were expanding into multiple languages.
Can you remind me when they started it?
That same year,
Same
in
year?
January.
Okay, 20,000 articles in a year. That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty wild. And compared to their other website, had only gotten a couple of articles published in a year. In 2003, Jimmy established the Wikimedia Foundation, a nonprofit, to oversee Wikipedia's operations and ensure that it would always remain independent, that it would not be influenced by other sources, because then that would take away from it being a more neutral opinion.
Totally.
On their, the pages. So then it became wikipedia.org, where it has remained as a nonprofit company to this day. I now want to mention some key milestones or stats about Wikipedia. So in 2004, Wikipedia hit 1 million articles. So in just under 3 years, 1 million articles or pages were created.
That's a lot.
In 2007, Wikipedia ranked among the top 10 most visited websites globally.
Dang.
It's not in the top 10 anymore, but it's still way up there. January 2011, it was their 10th anniversary, and they had over 17 million articles across 270 languages.
That's so many, because when you think about a Wikipedia article, it's not just one person writing the article. Mm-hmm. It's a collaborative effort, like you've been describing.
Yeah.
So each article, not each one, but a majority of them, that's a lot of people working on just one article.
Yeah.
So to have, what'd you say, 17 million?
Million across 270 languages.
That's super impressive.
If you think of most articles, like you mentioned, aren't written by just one person.
Yeah.
That could be over 100 million people easy contributing to these articles.
Yeah.
And then in 2020, Wikipedia hit 50 million articles across all languages, with over 6 million being in English alone. And that was the last update from, there's obviously more than 50 million now, but that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wikipedia has 5 core principles as to what governs Wikipedia, and they're referred to as the 5 pillars that guide its operations. And these are, number 1, that Wikipedia is an encyclopedia. The goal is to be comprehensive, reliable source of factual information, not like a dictionary or a blog or a platform for opinions, but just to be, this is the facts. Number 2, Wikipedia is to be written from a neutral point of view. Content must be unbiased, presenting all significant viewpoints fairly without promoting any agenda. Number 3, Wikipedia is free content that anyone can use, edit, and distribute. It has remained free to this day, and anybody can log on and edit an article. Number 4, Wikipedia's editors should treat each other with respect and civility. Even if you disagree, you should communicate well and collaborate. And 5, Wikipedia has no firm rules, which is kind of funny because this is like the 5th rule and they're not rules. So while guidelines exist, their goal is for them to be flexible and serve the project's mission of providing accurate knowledge, encouraging common sense and adaptability.
It's like the pirate code, It's like they keep saying they're not necessarily rules. They're just, what did they say in the movie, guidelines or something like that?
Well, this is supposed to be the 5 pillars here, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
But that's cool. I agree with that. I guess all those 5 pillars make sense to me. The last one's kind of frustrating because it negates all of the other 4.
Exactly.
But I like the first 2 a lot.
Yeah. It's interesting to me because I think in a crowdsourced, even if you have a print dictionary, not dictionary, encyclopedia, like Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encyclopedia.
Is that a way how you say it, or you just?
It's from a show. No one will know. It's just for me.
Okay, encyclopedia.
There you go.
Even if you have experts writing an encyclopedia, in a print one, because it's humans writing it, there's going to be an inherent amount of bias. Even, maybe not throughout the whole thing. So I feel like it's literally impossible to write some things from a neutral point of view, especially when it's about people. You can maybe have a neutral point of view about like, there is gravity, or 2 + 2 = 4. But even then, people can argue with that.
Yeah, it's interesting because your facts can even sway people one way or the other. Mm-hmm. So it's you can have a factual statement about somebody, mm-hmm. but you could only be bringing up that factual statement because it's something negative that they did in the past.
Yes.
Which gives people a negative view of the person you're describing. So mm-hmm. even the hard, cold facts that you're bringing up on a Wikipedia page, could sway somebody one way or the other, right. whether or not to like them, to respect them. So, yeah, I think you're right. It is all just a little bit biased, no matter how hard we try as humans to be unbiased.
Exactly. Yeah, you can present accurate facts, but in a biased way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I want to talk about some controversies, which will lead to us deciding if Wikipedia is actually unbiased and if allowing the whole world to contribute is a good idea. So the first controversy is related to accuracy and reliability. As Wikipedia grew, critics questioned how reliable it was because anybody could contribute to these pages, which means non-experts are contributing. So while there might be an argument as to what qualifies somebody as an expert, the critics have a point on that. But I'm not an astrophysicist, but I could go on the cosmic microwave page on Wikipedia and write just about anything I wanted. And unless a moderator, who likely is not an astrophysicist themselves, edits what I write, it could be up there for a while.
Yeah.
Unless another astrophysicist comes along and is like, this is incorrect. Cosmic microwave theory is actually this. So critics had problems with this from the beginning because non-experts can be a part of things.
For sure.
Which I'm all for non-experts being a part of things because not experts, no, doesn't always mean something.
Yes, totally.
And this is the reason why many schools and universities will not allow you to use Wikipedia as a source in your papers. Growing up in college or high school, we weren't allowed to use Wikipedia just because you could maybe go to Wikipedia to then find sources, but you couldn't quote the Wikipedia page itself because Joe Schmo could have wrote it.
I can get behind that.
Mm-hmm. And this open editing, format has led to some real world consequences. So there was a page that falsely claimed that John Schlesinger, a prominent American journalist, was involved in the assassinations of both John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert F. Kennedy. And this false entry went unnoticed for 4 months before it was edited. But it affected the journalist's personal and professional life for quite a bit of time because it just was on his page that he helped kill off JFK and his brother, and it took some time to notice that, obviously. And then, so
4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 months.
4 months, mm-hmm. right, of being an infamous assassin.
We solved it. That's who did it.
That's him.
There's also a problem with editing wars and inherent bias. And although Wikipedia claims that they are an unbiased, website, it's impossible. As I mentioned before, we all have a even subconscious agenda or bias when we write, regardless of how unbiased we try to be. So content disputes known as edit wars arise all the time when editors repeatedly change articles to reflect conflicting viewpoints, often on controversial topics like politics, religion, or history. Who started which war? Should we vaccinate or not? This religion is good, this one's bad.
Right. Encyclopedia versus encyclopedia.
Exactly. And so you'll have editors literally being like, you should, the COVID-19 vaccine is the best thing for humanity. And then like 30 seconds later, like, this will kill you. And then it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until like a moderator maybe blocks somebody. So this was especially of note during the 2020 COVID pandemic related to the origins of the virus and the effects of the vaccine.
Yeah.
So anything that was not in line with what the mainstream news was reporting would be deleted off the pages. And then people would try and put it back and then get deleted. Yeah. There's also an inherent bias in relation to modern day definitions of gender. So a public figure might decide or discover that they are actually a woman and not a man. Therefore, the editor on that page might change their pronouns in the article written about them. And then somebody who doesn't believe that you can change your gender may go back in there and put all the pronouns back to he,
That's
him.
hilarious.
So it's kind of this war back and forth.
Oh my God.
Which just shows that you can't have, it's just, you can't be unbiased because we all have our own opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our own truths. Also, there was a problem with paid editing conflicts and conflicts of interest, mainly in the early 2000s and 2010s. So this was undisclosed paid editing where companies or individuals edited articles for promotional purposes. A 2013 case exposed that PR firms were manipulating articles to make their clients appear more favorable.
Wow.
Yeah, so as a result, Wikipedia enforced stricter conflict of interest policies. Sounds like more rules to me.
Yeah.
And required disclosure of paid contributions and banned accounts that were linked to undercover PR campaigns.
That's pretty smart. What do you think that your Wikipedia page would say about yourself that you'd want your editors to go in and change?
Would it be factual about myself?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just something factual. You'd be like, I gotta pay people
I
to
don't
go
know that I almost
change this.
poop my pants every time I go on a run. That I have in fact pooped my pants. That I like poop in the woods on a regular basis because I'm going for a run. I mean, it's true. I mean, I'm putting it out there now. So
You are putting it out there.
Yeah.
We'll have to have our editor cut this, whom we don't pay. I guess you kind of help out around the house, so that's paying.
I get the runner's trots. It's
You
just
do.
how it is.
So trots is usually like farts, though. You're just full on poopies on the side of the road.
No, the runner's trots is when somebody runs and it's a normal thing that people deal with.
Oh, it's called trotting.
No.
You're a trotter.
Having the trots is
This
like
is how the
diarrhea.
casita trots. Trottity, trottity. It's pooping everywhere. Sorry. So you would say you don't want your...
I wouldn't want it to be a large portion of my personal life section.
You think it would
on
be?
Wikipedia? I don't know. It's a pretty big part of my life. I don't know. I'm just thinking of something unfavorable about me that's true.
That's so funny.
What about you? What would you want edited off by your PR
Man.
people?
One time I dressed up as a female hobbit for a Lord of the Rings thing that we did for a co-op. And so I just wore a dress. I'd want that cut.
I never knew this story.
Yeah?
No.
Well, I'm going to edit this out so it doesn't matter, You'll never have any proof. Anyways,
Yes.
sorry.
Back to what I was saying.
Back to what you're saying.
Yeah, so people were paying, their PR companies to change their Wikipedia articles. And governments and governmental entities have been noticed doing this as well. So the country of Russia might edit things to make a war seem more favorable.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Things like that. Political figures, etc. Like on Brigitte Macron's Wikipedia page, there's nothing about people think she's a dude. Even though that's a pretty big controversy.
Yeah,
the French people just editing that right out.
Oh, yeah. Whoever's the one editor who's paid to do that is making millions of dollars. Just his fingers flying,
Yeah,
taking
he's
down
just
each
watching the
post.
Wikipedia page every day. And then hoaxes are another controversy on Wikipedia. So Wikipedia's accessibility, where like anybody can edit it and you can do it anonymously. You don't have to put in like your real name as an editor. Makes it prone to what they call like digital vandalism, which would be inserting hoaxes into articles or writing about topics that don't exist. So a notable case includes fabricated articles, so things that were completely made up that went undetected for years. And one of the most popular is the non-existent Bicholim conflict. This article, written in 2007, describes a fictional Bicholim conflict that allegedly happened in the year 1640.
What word are you saying? Patchoulum?
It's a made-up word.
Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay, gotcha.
It was supposedly a war between Portuguese colonial forces and the Martha Empire in the Bicholim region.
Whoa, excuse you. We'll have to bleep that.
Which I don't believe even exists. So this page included detailed accounts of battles, the leaders of these armies, the outcomes of the different battles, and they had fabricated citations that went to non-existent sources like books and historical records. And it was up for over 5 years before it was discovered to be completely fake when an editor tried clicking on links to sources and found that they led to nothing.
Whoa.
So you literally could make up your own fan fiction about a war that never existed.
I love that.
Could be up there for quite a while.
Whoever wrote that should be writing D&D campaigns.
Exactly. It's too bad it got taken down. Yeah.
So what did you say it was Patchoulum?
It's Bicholim. Bicholim.
Patchoulum.
Yeah, so that's what I have. What do you think?
It.
Do you think Wikipedia is unbiased?
I think it's as unbiased as a nonprofit crowdsourcing information can be.
From the whole world.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's overall a cool thing.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I find that likely with the advent of like ChatGPT and Grok, people will use Wikipedia far less than ever before.
100%.
But yes. Grok and ChatGPT will still source from the Wikipedia pages.
Isn't that strange? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're still getting on Wikipedia just without knowing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
I think it's cool though. You know, I've been known to dabble in the Wikipedia files, and it can be fun sometimes. I mean, if you're trying to look up somebody, like
real lost in those.
Yeah, like look up a character, or even while I was doing my segment on the history of facial piercings, I got a lot of links from Wikipedia, just because just because there were so many on there. It really helped me kind of flesh out what I actually thought about facial piercings. So
that's great.
I like it. You know, for what it is. I like it. I don't think it's causing a lot of harm.
Same.
So keep it.
It's cool.
What do you think?
I mean, I think overall, as with most anything, you should take it with a grain of salt. I think it gives you an overall good idea of facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never edited a Wikipedia page, but now I want to.
I've only done it once, and I told a huge lie. I can't remember what it was, but I just wrote something stupid.
Probably didn't stay up for very long.
Nah, I don't think so. Something about a guy being an assassin.
Yeah. In the Bicholim conflict of 1640. Cool. Well, are we ready to move on to myth time?
I think so. Let's head on to myth time.
All right. Cool.